Hello everyone, my name is Logan ISL and welcome back to JTO. Today, we will be taking a look at the secret ending to Citadel of laptop splitting. The secret ending for COLS is just like the elevator secret, where you had to find a whole bunch of imperfections in the lobby. If you hated the elevator secret, do not even attempt this, as it is literally the elevator secret on steroids. I have seen people, however, who want to try and find all the imperfections legit, struggle, and strive for hints. Fear not, in the description below I have each floor section of the Citadel with the quantity of imperfections that they have, so that if you're struggling or not sure if you found them all, feel free to just use the description below. Because this secret ending buffs the Citadel to remorseless difficulty, it will be assumed that you have already beaten the Citadel. Because of this, the video will not go into detail of the normal parts of the Citadel, just some tips that might help you rebeat this. As always, stick to the end to hear my opinions on if this is right for you. With all that said, let's go ahead and start our journey. This is going to be a long one. Here it is, the Citadel of laptop splitting secret ending. Instead of taking the corner right up to floor 2, take the corner straight across from it. There on the side, you'll see your first imperfection. Once you've gotten the imperfection, go ahead and make your way up to floor 2. No matter how many times I do this first jump, I still find a way to always screw it up. Pretty quickly, you'll notice a big difference. Wait a second, those wraps weren't there. Yep, here's your first buffs. Floor 2 is the only floor without any imperfections, so just continue your way onto the 3rd floor. The first imperfection on floor 3 is right under the starting platform. One thing to take note is if you fall down to here, you'll see some minor buffs, but nothing ridiculous and shouldn't trip you up. This useless corridor now has a use. Go ahead and head down here, and here's your second imperfection on the 3rd floor. This first imperfection on floor 4 is extremely sneaky. It's right on the side here and extremely easy to miss. In terms of floor 4, it is the worst with buffs. Let's start with this outside section here. This part damages you really quickly, so be careful and be very fast. Here's another buff. This is a really hard wraparound to get used to. Don't mind me here as I say my opinions on people going GG over a TOTS winner. I've beaten it both ways, and I'll tell you that doing it with a coil is stupidly easy. The second imperfection is quite well hidden. It's on top of these roped platforms. For the record, I do not disrespect people who use coil. I just don't think it's fair for them to have the same dignity as someone who spent the hours and hours of suffering and pain that actually went through to try and beat it fully legitimately. Here are some falling platform wraparounds. These might trip you up a little bit. On this second set, hold space and land on the second one, then immediately try to bail on the third one. The next imperfection is right under the first platform of floor 5. On the first challenge on outside 5, there is a tightrope wraparound, which isn't really on my agenda, so I'm going to go ahead and do this floor a little bit differently to avoid it. If you want to do the tightrope wrap, by all means, feel free. I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. Also, yes, I know, I forgot one of the first 2 buttons. I go ahead and do that when I get back inside. While I do not agree with people who coil towers, it definitely doesn't reserve the disrespect that this guy in chat gives. I should have said something, and I'm extremely sorry that I didn't. Here you'll see me skip the first trial. That is to avoid that tightrope wrap as I mentioned. The second trial isn't honestly that hard, and receives too much slack. Use this video for help if you need it, but it shouldn't be anything challenging at all. I find this way more fair and easier to do than a stupid tightrope wrap. Make sure you jump to the side on here. It's been a while since I've spoke, but here's that second imperfection. That third imperfection of floor 5 is right under the blue button. Sorry for talking in chat a lot, it is something I'll avoid for next time. Here's a little tip for you. Don't do every single button on the outside. Make sure to skip at least one of them so it's way easier to get on the back of the struts. Watch me how I get this first imperfection on floor 6. It's probably not the most perfect method, but hey, it works. The second imperfection on floor 6 is right on the second block. Also, don't be an idiot like me and forget where the skip is, and have to go ahead and do this part legitimately. I think Jupiter made a little bit of an unintended troll here. We'll get back to that in a second. The first imperfection on the floor 6 section of the dropper is under the last kill brick, so make sure you're fully healed up before you get this one. Now, don't do the floor 4 outside section of the dropper. Go down to the brown floor, click the imperfection, then get back up. Don't go ahead and do the floor 4 outside, then go back down there, click it, and go to the basement, and all of a sudden be screwed. The first imperfection is right next to the maroon button. The second imperfection is another one that's right under a platform. I don't think it needs to be said, but I'm going to say it anyway. Be very careful with this zipline, it's very unpredictable and you almost saw how close it fell there. The next imperfection is on the back of this truss. But be careful, because the next one is right on this first sphere here. That was a very easy one to miss. Here you'll see this very short buff section. If you're so scared of this easy part, go ahead and beat this first, then go down, hit the button, and yeah, go ahead and do this outside part twice. I am not going to go ahead and do that. Alright, let's head down to the basement. Oh, hello there. Alright, as I was saying, let's go down to the basement now. Head to the right section here where the speedrun route is. If you head down this path, you'll notice this button sitting right on one of the thin studs. Personally, I don't like doing those thin studs, so I go ahead and go back and just go ahead and finish the first section of the basement here completely legitimately. Don't head right down yet. Those with observant eyes might have already seen it. It's right on this kill brick here. Welcome to the sub-basement. Be very careful, as Jupiter is very trolly with the imperfection placements on the sub-basement. The first one is extremely simple. It's right on the bottom of this slanted ramp. Now, any wise person would continue down to the second part of the sub-basement, but no. Now it is hidden. You have to go down and through this one stud gap, and there it is. Extremely trolly. It had me and some friends absolutely stumped. Don't worry though, after you've gotten that second one, go ahead and make it down to the second section of the sub-basement. And don't be me and screw up an easy one stud jump and almost die. You got this, alright. Go ahead and head up the invisible path to the secret section, but don't worry, the imperfection is just right there. And once again, it is hidden right on the side there. Once you've gotten this imperfection, go ahead and do this section normally and continue onto the backyard. There are none in the blue tunnel. Hey, it's my sexy voice again. There's the imperfection right there on the head hitter jump. Welcome to floor 7. Not only do we have a safety net, but more torture and more imperfections. The first one is another one of these, right under the platform. Hey, there haven't been any buffs in a while. Wonder where they all went and... that's very... Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. The buffs are definitely still there. Speaking of buffs, here's another one. This button is extremely weird, very creative, and has gotten my eyebrows up quite a bit. I also have to go all the way to the sign and back in order to activate the path. I don't know if this is the way you're supposed to do it or not, or if there's something I'm missing, but if anyone has more information on this, please go ahead and let me know. No, don't worry. I haven't forgotten any imperfections. It's just been a while since there was last one. In fact, the next imperfection is right on this dark green button. are buttons. Keep your eyes peeled out though throughout this entire outside part. There are 2 on this section here. They're both right on side of slanted wraparounds. And in fact, speaking of the devil, here's the first one. Okay, yeah, this really isn't a slanted wraparound, but I had no idea what I should call this. Doesn't really matter because it's right there. Here's why I won't be beating difficulty chart anytime soon. Look at me, I'm such a big boy, I can do wall hops without my alignment keys. Haha, no. Anyways, the next imperfection is a little bit hidden. It's right on the wall here. What was that rap doing here? Hey, this wall isn't supposed to be here. This part is very daunting when you don't know how to do it. However, I found that the way I do it here is simply the easiest way. Ah, crap, I guess I'll be doing some tightrope raps after all. Man, where are those damn imperfections? We haven't seen any in a while. Oh, there it is. Okay, here on the second challenge here, there are 3 imperfections, and they're extremely well hidden. Ha 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 ha, just kidding. There is some lag in this server, and personally, when I beat this, I kind of felt like I was cheating a little bit because of it. Well, oh well. Here's a speed booster anyway. And as you notice, I don't really have to worry about the time at all. Simply, time must be just way longer than we originally imagined. Anyways, here on this wall, there's another imperfection. That one's kind of well hidden, and pretty much all of them on this floor blend very well. The second imperfection is right on this slope. Yay! We've made it to floor 11. Well, unfortunately, pretty much all of us know this is where the Citadel becomes extremely frustrating. The first imperfection is right on the side there. I don't know if you saw it, you might have to wind back a little bit. I honestly don't really like this song replacement for floor 11. It just seems really out of place. Speaking of things out of place, here's a really well hidden imperfection. Okay, I promise, this isn't as haunting as it looks. Just take this transparent path, do this wraparound, and it's right on the other side. Simple. Hey look, it's under the platform again. It's actually been quite a while since they were hidden there, right under platforms. Interesting. I wonder if the next one is hidden in the original spot. Let's look around. Oh, it's right on the wall. Here, go ahead and take this one stud transparent path to this corner glitch. Be very careful, as I have actually, not in real run but in practice, gotten stuck in this thing quite a few times. So that's why I'm taking this very cautiously here, and we'll take quite a few attempts to get in. There are two imperfections in this first outside part. The first one is on the other side of this. Oh gosh, that was close. Anyways, on the other side of that ladder. The next one is just at the very end.
Ooh, my name is Jupiter, and I'm making this buff section. How can I mess with people? Oh yes, yes, that's perfect.
We've made it to the dropper. If you're watching this video as you go, please watch this entire part a couple times before you try and execute this part. One screw up may mean that you've ruined the entire secret. That first one there isn't too bad. Now head down to this part and do this corner glitch where, haha, yep, you guessed it, it's right under the platform. Now head down onto the pink layer. First button's under this kill brick. Why the heck is that there? Okay. Oh, God. Oh, hate this part so much. Oh, why does this exist? Oh, this gameplay. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is on the ceiling. Okay, let's keep going down. Please, just let me out. Oh, there it is. Go ahead and head down to the black part now. You'll notice that there's a massive one. You can land on this and click it. If you've gotten that one, congratulations. You have completed all of them that there is in the dropper itself. Go ahead and continue the inside part as there's none here. But as soon as you get out of this inside part, go ahead and check back. Hey there, welcome back. Now that we're outside here, the first one is actually right on the wall facing the Citadel. You don't have to go ahead and do this part in order to get it, but for some reason I did. Oh well. There you have it, right on the wall. Simple. Once we've gotten that, go ahead and backtrack, as they're now on the kill brick walls. The first one's just right there. Next one, go in the keyhole and head all the way to the right, where it's now there. Go ahead and now head back. They're now on these kill brick tall things. I don't know. It's right there anyway. Now, don't be like me and think you're fully clear to go ahead and head back up. Nope. It's actually right on the dropper wall there. Yeah, I almost forgot about that one. Once we've gotten that one, however, there's no more on this entire dropper section. Go ahead and head back up. The Citadel needed more wraps, so Jupiter put 3 more of them. Anyways, the next one is right on the frame. Now we're at everyone's favorite part of CLS. You are lying if you've never fallen here before. transition to floor 13 is buffed, so be aware of that. You can also jump on top of these wraps, and that's what I do to get on the spinner. I have no idea why those were there. Don't be like my friend and forget that the conveyor exists. Be careful as there is now a block on it which you can jump over. Don't go into the darkness part yet. There's an imperfection on this sphere. If you miss that, you're blind. The imperfection is sitting right on this support. Here's another imperfection on the support. Once you've had that, go ahead and complete this high jump and get prepared for the first really nerve-wracking part of the Citadel, floor 13 outside, which luckily isn't buffed. Hate to tell you, Jupiter isn't that nice. There is a buff. It's just this wrap there. It's not too bad. Imperfection is on the wall. Getting back on the tightrope is harder though. Be careful. Don't go to floor 14 yet. There's an imperfection on that wrap. This buff section has one-stood walkarounds. Only a noob could screw the... Oh, I screwed them up. Let's try that again. There we go. It's not that hard. Congratulations on making it to floor 14. The first imperfection is between the first two trusses. Here's a little strategy, by the way. When you get to the second truss, to transition off of it, go a little bit above the space and press space. It might jut you back down. If it does, just press space again. You should be able to land cleanly if you only press space, without doing any weird maneuvers. I've seen people do some very weird maneuvers and fall because of it. Please go ahead and use this technique. The next imperfection is inside this invisible maze. It's really hard to click for some reason. You will likely have to go back and press the button again, and go ahead and continue the invisible maze. Don't go to the right. Continue straight and go through these 3 turns and the imperfection is laying there. Now go ahead and turn around and continue normally. For now. Don't take the Uber. The imperfection is right under the block. There's 2 imperfections under this tunnel, which you can get by just standing right here. While on this sphere, you're supposed to go ahead and get an imperfection on a red kill brick. I personally don't think it's worth trying to do it, as it risks you getting sent back to the beginning of floor 14, which is extremely frustrating. So I'm going to go ahead and do this alternative route. Also, please, if your sphere is mostly submerged by a red kill brick, to not try and get it out of it. Please just touch the red kill brick. It is worth doing that way more than going ahead and taking pretty much suicide, as it sends you back to the beginning of floor 14. Here's that imperfection on that red kill brick. You can just click it right there. Now, don't go ahead and brain fart like I did and think you can do the spinner jump backwards, because yes, you can definitely do that jump. It's very possible, right? Ah, I'm a stupid guy. No, don't do that. Instead, go ahead and drop back down and do the sphere again. I personally think this strategy is way more safer than doing it the legitimate way. Now go ahead and continue this sphere onto the conveyor, which now I'll explain to you how to get that imperfection, as it's a little bit complicated. The imperfection is right over the gap that's normally there. What I personally do is let the conveyor take me. Don't press anything and you'll land right on it. Go ahead, jump, and click on it. Jump, click. That is what I like to call a close call. Whoops, I forgot this one. And guess what? It's under the platform! Yay! Very good spot to hide. Whoops, I forgot the one that's on the rope, like the one on floor 4. You actually have to do it while on the platform. I don't feel like sitting and waiting for these to calm down. I'm gonna go ahead and try and do a little bit of an alternative route. Yep, works for me. You'll notice that this transparent path is now here. Go ahead and head down and take these 3 wraps. After you complete those, you're now over a safety net. You can't fail this section. This is actually where the conveyor normally is. The next imperfection is actually, yep, you guessed it, right under this final platform. Go ahead and click it. Wait, Logan, there's an imperfection there. No, don't go back it. You idiot. As I was saying, under the platform. Good job. You finally got all the imperfections. Now, you have one last obstacle standing between you and the secret ending. Floor 15. Not that hard, right? Like, floor 15 isn't terrible. Haha. Yeah, I hate to tell you, it's heavily buffed. Yep. Hope you're strapped in for this one. Here's your first buff jump, an 11 stud with a 3 stud in the middle. Yep. This is gonna be fun. It's important to note that when you come back down here, if you fall, you actually don't have to go ahead and do that outside section again. You can go ahead and just take the normal route back up to floor 15. That jump absolutely sucks. But wait, there's more. Here are some wraps on these thin studs. Remember, if you mess up and you're sticking to the wall, you'll land on the invisible path to the button. I know this is a year-old nerf. This ain't a momentum jump anymore. Tap W on that pushing platform so you don't fling yourself. Yep, this ain't open anymore. This ain't gonna be too hard. Oh. Well, that sucks. Congratulations when you make it to this balloon part. There are only 2 buff jumps left over this kill brick that teleports you back to floor 12. Not that bad. Think twice. These actually got me a little bit, so be very careful. This one stud stick out that you're about to see is a bit of a keyhole, so be very careful. And instantly, an 8 stud wrap. Congratulations once you've done that. That's all the buffs that the secret ending has. Now, if you're here just to see how to get the secret ending, please tab off now. You're about to see me make it and do the secret ending. If you do not want the secret ending spoiled, please take off now. This orb now appears. Go here to reach floor 16 to 17. There is no turning back. Those 3 signs basically said the wind pad was right in front of you, but you're thirsty for some extra content. And it's gonna give it to you. Welcome to floor 16. Hope you have good sight reading skills, as you cannot VM up here. First off, you can actually jump on top of those kill brick wraps. Next, you have some push box jumps, which are pretty simple. Uh-oh. Ah, crap. Well, the good news is there aren't any insta-kills that are ready to kill you. You just have to save yourself, and here I got extremely lucky. Somehow, I phased right through floor 15 and touched a red kill brick in the floor 14 sphere kill brick pool. Oh, that was so lucky. If I touched an actual normal kill brick, I would have gotten flung. Anyways, here we are back at floor 16 again. Make sure when you're doing these push box wraparounds that you're all the way to the right side. Once when you do this third and final push box wrap, which in my opinion is the hardest part, I believe there's a conveyor. These kill bricks, by the way, just gun it. Just gun it through. I did this on a non-laggy server and fell at floor 17, and I was just fine. It was a little close though. Oh hey, more kill brick wraps that, yep, you guessed it, you can just go right on top of. Don't try and actually suffer your way through actually doing these legitimately. No need. And uh-oh. Ah, shit, I did it again. Now that is what I like to call an epic gamer save. My pea-sized brain forgot to record this on my actual run, so here's a little clip of me doing this part in the run I made it to 17. Go ahead and follow my lead in this maze. In this corner over here, you can heal. Use this to your advantage. Oh look! That's one kill brick wrap we get to do legitimately. And either way, we get to choose the other 2. Ah, Jupiter. Anyways, we finally made it to floor 17. This part is extremely terrifying on a non-laggy server. Here's an example. Yeah, that's very scary, isn't it? When you come to right before this kill brick spinner, you can actually go ahead and just climb up to the top here. Don't bother doing this head hitter. Also, this kill brick spinner is not double sporked. You're seeing two different kill brick spinners, a lower one and a higher one, so please keep note of that. However, this section is very easy, but just be careful that on a non-laggy server that you're going to have a little bit of issue with that part there, as you just saw. The middle section on the slanted wrap is kills, so get on top to make sure you're safe to heal. With that, go ahead and continue to do these one studs. You can just really rush through these, you don't really need to worry about the kill bricks. This is where I failed on my first time I made it here, and coincidentally is the furthest I made before I actually beat the secret ending. This wrap is extremely terrifying and cannot really justify really as how much that kills you. This jump onto this ladder is extremely far and is easy to mess up, so be careful. In this end, you just have some thin stud spam. Welcome to the top of COLS. Go ahead and sit down on these benches. You're gonna need the break, as soon as you touch this orb, you are going to face your final foe. Ladies and gentlemen, Citadel of laptop splittings, ultra exclusive Obama Prism. This entire boss is just simply a bullet hell, and the attacks are the same. So just go ahead and watch this video and you'll pretty much know the boss. I'm doing this without any healing items. As you know, this is a totally legit run. And you will see how terrifyingly close I got to dying. You have to touch the prism himself in order to deal damage. So make sure when the prism goes above you that you stay near it, as it only drops down for a few seconds. If you fail, you gotta go through the attacks again. Here you'll notice him dropping, and I touch him, and he deals damage. There are walls all around the arena, so if you're close to dying, you cannot drop down and save yourself. It's absolutely impossible. If you fail this boss, your entire run is over. You'll see a little bit later on this fight, there are green bullets. I heard Nate and a few other people say they're supposed to heal you, but personally, I didn't really see them doing that. So personally, I just went ahead and tried to avoid them. You'll notice later as I get hit by some of them, that my damage really just went down. It is also important to note that every single time you touch the prism, you gain health. Had not for this feature been in it, I definitely would have died. Anyways, to my knowledge, the attacks that the Obama Prism does is based off his health, and there's no randomization on what attacks you get. So feel free to use this video to know exactly what you're about to expect when you go ahead and conquer this Prism. Other than that, I have nothing much to say, other than watch how close to get to dying towards the end, and sit back and relax. Oopsies, I missed getting on the prism. Well, now we have to cycle through that entire attack cycle again. Yeah, you think these attacks are ridiculous? Wait till you see the end. When I hit the Obama Prism there, I thought that was it and I won. But nope, there was the finale and final attack. Take a look at my health on the top right hand corner and see how extremely lucky I got. I shouldn't have completed this. With my health so low and so close to the end, my already nervous heart just beated way faster than it did to begin with. But to the dismay of my foe, he descends one last time, and I put him out of his misery. Oh my god, I thought I was dead! Yes! Oh my god, I wish I had my heart rate monitor on. Yes! Oh my god! Yes! Oh my god! Okay. Oh my god. I definitely had a 180 heart rate there. Oh my god. I was so close to dying. Oh my god, I need to calm down. I need to calm down. With that, the Obama Prism's reign of deception of a whole 2 days was ended, when he was rightfully put to rest. Well, that's it. The entirety of the Citadel of Laptop Splitting's secret ending. I'm going to base off of my opinions on two things. As you can see here, when I was at the win room, my tower count was at 91, which implied that the badge gives a tower point. However, as you can see here in game in Ring 1, my tower points are at 90. Going to the ring select, it also shows 90. This is something I'll be reporting to the developers as soon as this video is aired. A pinned comment below will confirm if this gives points. So with that, let's base off of my opinions on if this gives a tower point. If you think COLS is fun and you enjoy it, I say go for it. I think it is worth your time. Just take note that you can easily lose hours of progress on the secret itself. Whether it be you fail floor 16 and 17 and don't get lucky enough to save yourself or die to the boss, is it potentially losing hours of progress to one mistake worth a tower point or not? Not to mention, you have to go through different routes and buffs just to make it there in the first place. If you don't think COLS is fun, I'm going to send that responsibility back to you. Again, is it worth losing hours of progress on something I don't like in the first place worth a tower point? Now, let's talk about if this secret does not give a tower point. Well, if you like COLS, I am giving the responsibility to you. It is something you have to ask yourself. If you don't like COLS, simple. Unless you really want that exclusive badge because you collect all the secret badges or something, just don't go for it. Thank you everyone for watching. This was a long one. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. I upload JTO content every other day and every Saturday at 2 PM EST with a week break in between each ring and zone. Good luck everyone to those who attempt to end the Prism's reign of deception themselves. Goodbye.